Insensitivity alert. Insensitivity alert.
Alright. Saturday. Yeah, so we're going to continue with the A5 here, obviously. How can you put it down? I can't. I put out a short, throw it up there, on how quick these things deploy and how quick they can be put back on. I mean, sometimes, I don't know, whenever you do it right, there you go. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's really cool when you have these options available just to take on and off like that. You know, these sights, like I said, they don't just sit there, they actually work, and you can flip them up with the attachments there that I have on with the magnifier and the aim point, because of the monolithic upper that extends forward before the handguard. I can actually push everything forward a bit, just enough that I can actually do that. I mean, otherwise I could flip it to the side too and utilize it if it was over top, but I don't have to do anything in this configuration, which is nice. Yeah, it deploys nicely. I think there's not enough said about how important it is to have these things at your disposal when you need them. So today, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to move around a little bit. I don't know how much yet. I didn't really plan it. I just want to play. I just want to shoot how I feel like shooting when I get out there. Sometimes. I think I'm going to go ahead and do some of those.
A while later.
The mix-up drills, single shot. Maybe we'll do some double shot mix-ups. That's where we transition between pistol and rifle. You guys do that. And it's kind of important. And I want to be able to take the rifle and swing it to my side, and when I move around, not have it, get tangled up and bounce around. I want to figure out, and this will help me figure out, based off my kit, if everything's where it should be. Skip ahead if I'm talking too much, okay? So we'll do that. I have the paper target. I've got a steel target over here that you can see. The target that you can't see is about 25 yards up into the woods. So it's between some trees. It's a kind of a tough shot, and you can't see it. I really wish I had another camera, but the only time you might be able to see it is if I wear the camera on my head. So we'll probably do some of that. I also got to put some spray paint on it. Some of these 62 grain projectiles from Mid-South. I'm going to be loading some of those up with all these shells that I'm dropping for these 223 rounds. I'm going to be doing that in my off time, hanging out here in the shed, but not during the day because it's going to be another 90 degrees plus today. It's already kind of hot, man. So no complaints. But before we do anything, let's throw up some comps.
This is 2 weeks ago. This is last week.
Comps. So there's some comps there between the past two Baer Drills. Getting a little bit better. I throw one here and there. Sometimes I throw 3 or 4, man. Like, I haven't been that bad in a while, but we'll see what today brings us. I still want to speed it up a little bit, but it's really hard to do that and get them all in those little boxes there with the little dinky circle. So, I don't know. So, but let's see what happens today.
Saturday is here.
I had a failure to battery here the first attempt.
It's a bad round. So let's try it again. I marked it up.
My camera gave me problems here. I pieced what I could together.
Got somewhere. There it is. Wow.
Lost some video here.
I am not picking up that dot. That done. A little bit low, I think, on that one. To the left.
My camera's now working on this last clip. Sorry about that.
Alright. To the face. Now lock back. And I think we got one more. Alright. Wow, man. That is definitely... This is a range day we're going to call training uncomfortably. You know, I say training comfortably, train uncomfortably, all that. Wow, man. It is a hot one. I mean, it is hot. This thing is soaked. The gear, I mean, that's why we want to train like this when you have all this gear on. Sorry. When you have all the gear on, I mean, that's what makes it, you're weighed down. It's lead isn't light. This damn tennis elbow, I can't hold my AR up barely with one arm, so that's giving me some problems too. So training uncomfortably there, right? Yeah. Wow. I gotta go back and look at some of the footage, but I took a picture, I put it up here at the end results from the USPSA target. I'm sure I missed it a few times completely, maybe. I gotta look. But for the most part, they're alphas, right? And the headshots, I'm not looking at getting in that little box yet, man, on the move and running around and transitioning. You know, that's for when you're like, I don't know, I'm not there yet. But if I hit the head, I'm happy. That's where I'm at right now. So at 15 yards, well, that's not 15. That was about 12 yards. So yeah, the mix-up drill there, the transition drills with magazine changes, pistol to primary to secondary, secondary to primary. That I did that a few more times than I wanted because I need to work on that. Going to be with all the gear on and it's hot and everything. I think that all comes into play because if you're uncomfortable, this is a precision kind of sport. If you're uncomfortable, you know, if I'm going to sit there in air conditioning in a gun range indoors and no gear on and just take shots standing still, I mean, I'm going to nail all those. But, you know, it's all about running and getting excited, get your heart up, you know, because this is the way it works whenever there's an altercation. You're not going to be comfy, right? The Baer Drill, I got to look at that too. I missed a few on that. So that's just the way it is. I don't really ever get them all in. But I'm trying to shoot faster at it. If I took my good old time, I bet you I could get them all in. I'm sure I put the picture up of the target. There's the Baer Drill today. You'll see a couple that I missed there. I think there was a line break, and there was a one blatant miss that went right down to the right. So that's just the way it is. But train comfortably, train uncomfortably, train to your surroundings. But whatever you do, you better train.